Let's be honest, who doesn't want a brighter, whiter smile? But when you start looking, you're just flooded with options, right? There are viral trends, drugstore kits, and they all make these huge promises. So what's the real deal? Today, we're going to cut right through all that noise and get to the bottom of why dentists and aesthetic experts all seem to agree on one thing.
Sound familiar? You've probably been there. You grab one of those promising-looking home kits, you follow the instructions to a T, and then the results are just meh. It's a super common frustration, and believe me, there's a really good reason why what you see in the mirror doesn't match the hype on the box.
And this whole cycle of trying something, being let down, and trying something else, it's not just disappointing, it feels like a total waste of time and money, doesn't it? It leaves you wondering if a genuinely brilliant smile is even possible without, breaking the bank.
And look, this desire for a better smile isn't just about vanity. The data is pretty clear. The vast majority of us, over 83%, see a great smile as a huge social asset. It totally affects how we interact with people, how we feel in photos, even how confident we are at work.
A perfect example of all this hype? The whole viral trend of purple whitening toothpaste. So, here's the secret. It's not actually whitening your teeth. It's just simple color theory. On the color wheel, purple is opposite yellow, so it temporarily cancels out the yellow tones. It creates this little optical illusion of brightness that, washes away with your very next cup of coffee. It's a cool trick for sure, but it's not a real solution for those deep-set stains.
Okay, so if the whole DIY route is packed with temporary fixes and letdowns, what's the alternative? Well, this is where the professional approach just changes the entire game. Let's really dig into what makes it so different.
Just take a look at this chart. It lays out the core differences, and wow, the contrast is stark right across the board, especially in whitening power. We're talking up to 12 shades brighter with a pro treatment, compared to maybe 2 or 3 at home. From the speed to the safety, it's obvious we're talking about 2 completely different leagues here.
So let's zoom in on the 2 biggest game changers, just how powerful the results are and the unbelievable speed at which you can get them.
First, let's talk results. Professional treatments can whiten your teeth by as much as 12 shades. Just let that sink in for a second. That's not a tiny improvement. That's a life-changing, transformative difference that those home kits, which might get you 2 or 3 shades over weeks and weeks, they just can't even come close to.
And here's the other half of that 1-2 punch, the speed. You don't get these incredible results over months. We're talking about a single session that can take as little as 30 minutes. You could literally walk in on your lunch break and walk out with a smile that is dramatically brighter. It's incredible.
So how is that even possible? It's all about the tech. Pros use a really potent but totally safe carbamide peroxide gel. Then they activate that gel with an industrial-grade 6,000-watt LED light, which just supercharges the whole process by up to 300%. This powerful combo doesn't just work on surface stains, what they call extrinsic stains from coffee and tea. No, it actually penetrates the enamel to break down those deeper intrinsic stains that DIY kits can't even touch.
Okay, powerful results are great, but what about that infamous sensitivity? So many people are scared to try whitening because they're worried about the pain. And honestly, this is one of the most important differences between doing it yourself and going to a pro.
And the data here is so reassuring. I mean, look at this. Even with how powerful the treatment is, over 95% of customers say they have no sensitivity issues at all. That's not an accident, it's by design. And it directly tackles one of the biggest fears people have about teeth whitening.
The secret really is all about control and customization. The gel they use is specifically made to be gentle. You've got a certified specialist watching the entire process, and they can adjust the light's intensity in real time to make sure you're comfortable. It's designed to be a completely non-invasive, pain-free experience.
And this really highlights the safety trade-off, right? DIY kits have all these risks, like trays that don't fit right and end up irritating your gums, or even the potential to damage your enamel if you overdo it. On the other hand, professional treatments are all about control, protecting your gums and making sure the application is safe, every single time.
So it's faster, it's better, and it's safer. But is it worth it in the long run? Let's talk about how long these results last, the overall value, and the trust that comes with a service that's proven and reputable.
See, professional whitening isn't a fleeting thing like that purple toothpaste. If you take good care of your teeth, the results can last a solid 6 to 12 months. And with a few touch-ups here and there, you can actually maintain that brilliant smile for up to 3 years. That makes it a real, durable investment in your confidence. And the trust in this process? Well, it comes from the numbers. This is a treatment that's been trusted by over 18,000 satisfied customers. It's backed by more than 2,000 positive, verified customer reviews.
And it's been recognized with over 30 industry awards. I mean, these numbers don't lie. They tell a story of consistency, quality, and trust.
And I know that the word professional can sometimes sound expensive, but it's actually surprisingly accessible. With single sessions starting from as low as $119 and package deals that can save you up to 20%, it actually becomes a really cost-effective investment for long-term results, instead of just another thing you have to keep buying at the drugstore.
So after looking at all the evidence, the verdict on the best way to get that brilliant smile you're after becomes incredibly clear.
When it comes down to it, professional teeth whitening isn't just another option on the list. It's a clinically backed procedure that experts recommend because it's defined by its safety, its speed, and its superior, long-lasting results. It really is the gold standard for a reason.
So when you put it all together, the advantage is just undeniable. You're choosing dramatically wider teeth with a level of convenience you can't beat, all while making sure you're comfortable and safe. You're getting results that actually last because they treat stains from the inside out, not just on the surface. It's simply the proven, trusted, and valuable choice.
In the end, it really all boils down to this one simple, personal question. When you think about the social confidence, the professional impression you make, and just that daily feeling of loving your own smile, what is that truly worth to you?